Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers and Piscataway, and while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast? The heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Thrust that arm out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Spartans in the hurry up.
PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
This time on target. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Spartans have this offense rolling.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Coming after it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback checking the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Gates.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Touchdown, Spartans! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but He
hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Using the quick game. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many is going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Childs. He looks that one in nicely. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
How first downs as that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They get to the line quickly. The give to the left side. The Spartans have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Looking left. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job of the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Childs. They're setting up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball.
Going deep. Snags it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Molly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Glover. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Now, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Muscling ahead on third and short. The Spartans will move the sticks.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's got an open man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB.
Doing downfield, he'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Working the middle. It's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He caught it! And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Spartans. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Pressure coming. This time it's complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan State!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he got loose. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
Going up top on first down. And
on first down.
you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
He's now second down.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. Touchdown, Sparty! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
And that's good enough for first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Back to the air one more time. Caught near the sticks, it's Gates. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Spartans! And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. Finds a spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's strong. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Looking downfield, it's Buck. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Shakes off the tackler. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Touchdown, Michigan State! And And the route is on. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Spartans are in the hurry-up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that was going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. The Spartans have taken it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Buck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots of...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point splits the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, going to make the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate.